Here she is. The All-American Donuts. Even the flag has been supersized. This is what you get if you have 450% draft and 450% beam. Hey guys, Stealth here, welcome back to more Ultimate Abnormal Dreadnoughts. Today, the American Donut. The American Donut. There has been quite a bit of discussion about whether or not you can make a ship which has 500% draft and 500% beam. The answer is no, you can't. At least the game was telling me, hey, sorry boss, but our shipyard only does 1 million tons of displacement. Which I thought was a bit shabby, but okay. Sometimes your shipyard just doesn't go any bigger. For reference, my shipyard of 1 million, let's put that into perspective, Yamato was 70,000 tons. So you're building something about 12 to 13 times the size of Yamato, and you're not even satisfied with that. Anyway, what happens? What happens if you take an Iowa and you just feed it a lot of burgers? You feed it burgers, you feed it fries, you feed it donuts, well, you get this. This is the All-American Donut. She has 450% beam, 450% draft, and she displaces, much like the most Americans, 983,312 tons per American. Sorry, guys. You know, if you get ships like these, you gotta make jokes like these. She has a fairly hefty amount of crew. We're talking 283,000. Yes, that's not a typo. 283,000 crew members. And that's with the standard crew quarters. If you upgrade this, we can go to 334,000 crew. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. But then again, we gotta have secondary guns manned, right? I'm not sure exactly why 4 main guns, or at least 4 main gun turrets, require the use of 52, almost 53,000 personnel. But hey, maybe they're lifting these shells manually, I don't know. The secondary guns, which are found on the edge of the ship, because if they were parked on the middle of the ship, they probably wouldn't really get enough firing range, are 6-inch guns. These are all dual-barrel 6-inch guns. I thought, you know, the Americans like their 5-inch guns. Why not go 1 notch bigger to 6-inch guns? They fire every 6.9 seconds, and they fire standard AP and standard HE. Of course, you can still change this as you see fit. In my case, I think they're mostly going to be dealing with destroyers and stuff, so having a slightly better soft-capped nose HE, and maybe capped ballistic, that'll be enough to deal with most destroyers. Over here, we got the 16-inch guns, 4 of them in 4 turrets. So that's 16-inch guns total. Fighting a lot of, or at least firing a very heavy shell. Dealing with, up close, 55 inches of armor. But my chances of getting this thing to within 1,000 meter range are fairly limited. In case you want to know what you do with all this rest of this deck space, well, as you can see, there's people living here. There's... no, there's not. Yeah, you can kind of see it here. This is how wide the dockyard normally is. So all of these structures are part of the dock. Anyway, we can have a couple of aircraft carrier facilities up here, I suppose, and up there. And I don't think they're even gonna... No. I don't think they're even gonna interfere with each other that much. Please tell me I can place this back. I cannot place this back. Fine. The rest of the deck space, well, game-wise, I couldn't do a lot with it. Simply because you can only place barbettes centerline. So it's not possible to place barbettes over there and just have increasing ramps and rows of firing guns. It just doesn't work, sadly. You need to have 1 6-incher there, otherwise the whole thing doesn't fit. This ship, I'm going to take this in harm's way, slowly. At 16 knots, she's not going to go anywhere fast. She has, I think, a remarkable range. at 3,800 kilometers. That's pretty impressive. She is crewed by veterans. I'm not exactly sure where the American Navy found 283,951 veterans. But hey, we found them. And they're all serving aboard this ship, the Donut. As for the rest, torpedo blisters are a disaster on this ship. Because she is so big, and especially so tall, that it is very difficult to put a torpedo blister on this. As for the rest, she has stereoscopic 5 rangefinder, generation 3 radar, and RDF. It's a pretty hefty RDF on a ship like this. But hey, it's a radio, 4,000 tons. If we can get radio on this ship, then with a ship this size, we might even get Netflix. Anyway, 12-inch main belt armor, 8-inch foredeck, 8-inch aft deck, 8.5-inch main deck. Sorry, fore and aft belt, not deck. Why not more aft and foredeck armor? Well, it's a bit heavy on a ship this size. Like, I can upgrade this 1 tick, and we immediately get 700 tons. Now, I was able to get it up to 996,000 tons, so I can get a little bit more deck armor, but contrary to what you might suspect, it is not actually the deck armor that I think the ship is going to take that many hits on. It is most likely the belt, because that's just how the game works. Superstructure, 4-inch armor, conning tower, 17.1 inch. Alright, let's take the American Donuts and go hunt the Japanese Navy. At least some of these Japanese ships, and they won't know what hit them. Okay, here we go. The Empire of Japan has 2 battleships, a battle cruiser, 2 heavies, 1 light cruiser, and 5 destroyers. And I think they're gonna need all of them. Here she is. The All-American Donuts. Even the flag has been supersized. This is what you get if you have 450% draft and 450% beam. It's a bit of a chunker of a ship. Does it turn? Yeah, eventually. It's gonna take you 3 kilometers or so, but it'll do it. It is... Oh, look at those 6-inchers. It seems like we're taking some damage. But these 6-inchers just pew, 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 pew. Now, what I find to be fairly unexpected about this ship, it's probably the most stable firing platform in this game I have ever designed. Because it has virtually no longitudinal weight offset, so no turrets too far forward or too far back. She has very little pitch, and she has almost no roll. So, even at this range, which is 13 kilometers out, we have 47% accuracy with the 16-inchers, 30% with the 6-inchers, and the few 8-inchers that are on the main tower, 49%. I think that is incredibly impressive for a ship this size. Anyway, what I need to target first is a bunch of destroyers. These guys over here. So that's what I'm going to target. Is this a destroyer? Yeah, it's a big destroyer though. The ship is already a bit crispy. We have appear to have lost 0.1% of our crew. Normally that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but on a ship this size that means 300 people have died. And more importantly, our main conning tower has been damaged. Now we are taking some hits. Look at this. We have taken a hit on the main belt. It's a full pen. Oh, sorry, we have done a full pen, but we have taken a full pen from a 20-inch gun. It's the biggest guns in the game, but because the ship has so much draft, so much mass, even a 20-inch gun only does 8 damage. That is it. This ship doesn't care. Just these 6-inchers. If only you could stack these guns. Shells ricocheting off the side. Why? Oh, why? Why not? Why not? I can already see the comment section going, the question isn't whether we shouldn't, it's the question whether we should. Stuff like that. Oh, this Japanese battleship's taking quite some damage, by the way. Flooding? Engine out? Fire? You also have quite a bit of beam, don't you? Sorry, draft. Not beam. Draft. How's DD doing? Oh, you're getting properly whipped, aren't you? We're firing AP? With the secondaries? I don't think so. HE is the way to go here. See? It's more like it. Frickin' machine gun this ship. Oh no, a torpedo. You missed? No. My god. They hit me with a torpedo. For 3 damage. That was what? From a DD, right? No, they're not sure if it was a DD. But I got hit for... I got hit by 14 torpedoes? For a total of 44 damage. Wow. That's unexpected, considering I have just anti-torp 1. If you have anti-torp 4 or 5, boink, 4 damage. Oh man. I know upping the draft does something about the resistance of the ship. It just makes this thing seemingly invulnerable to enemy fire. Here, 20-inch shells, 4 damage. 20-inch shells, 5 damage. Now, I am taking damage, to be sure. I'm down to 85% structural. But those are 20-inch shells. They're supposed to be a little more deadly. The torpedoes that we're getting hit by are 21-inch. Those things are no joke. They normally do 866 damage. Not against this thing. Against this thing, they're lucky if they get past 3 points, maybe 4 points of damage. Okay, so the Shinano is dead. We're targeting the battleship with all the guns? No. No, 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 no. How much armor do you have? Not a lot. So, at this range, which is what, 8? 8. So let's go easy and say it's 7.5. You have effectively about 6, maybe 7 inches of armor. I can pen that. I can pen that. We're going to target that with the mains, and this with the secondaries, and we're going to fire AP with the secondaries. Show me what you can do. Show me what 6-inch shell fire does to a heavy cruiser. Yeah, not if you're angled like that. Don't do that. Here, HE then. Partial pen, partial pen, partial pen. Yes, 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 yes. Now you're catching on. Go broadside. Good man. Oh, what are you doing? Trust me, that's not great for your health. Main guns on the Goryu and the Yoko at the same time. If you hit one, you probably hit the other. Oh no, we're getting hit by torpedoes. Yeah, we've been hit by 47 torpedoes so far, but I'm not too alarmed. Seeing as... Wait, am I seeing this right? We've been hit 231 times by 20-inch guns? Because you got... hits? Oh, sorry, you got damage, 460. Hits, 231. Pen, 31.1 inches. That's the effective pen that the shell had. So, I don't know of any other ship that I've ever designed that was capable of taking 237 hits from a 20-inch gun. I think that's a little high. Go on, we can take this thing down with... There you go. with 16-inch HE. Accuracy, about 100%. Oh man. And this is with a damaged conning tower. Oh no, torpedoes. Anyway. Yeah, you're essentially dead. Okay, secondaries on the destroyer. So that means that we're going to see all of the 6-inchers on the port side. What? They destroyed one? 2, 3, 4. I need to up armor these secondaries. This is getting shameful. They even destroyed an 8. What the hell? Where's the other battleship at? Oh, there you were. Main guns are going after the Icoma, the other battleship. AP should be better for that. Now, if I turn this thing to port or starboard, the rudder essentially doesn't care. I'm not sure how you would turn this thing. You just kind of roll it, I guess. Uh-oh. Torpedo! No, that's going to do 6 damage. 11! 15! Wow! Whatever are we going to do? There goes the destroyer. Stop targeting the battleship with the secondaries. Not a good use of your time. Just from the perspective of this destroyer, right? That's what you're looking at. That's what they're seeing. Just this gigantic American donut spewing 6-inch shells, 8-inch shells, and 20-inch shells, sorry, 16-inch shells your way. And the destroyer is taking quite a beating. It's a good thing my guns have so much gun depression on these turrets, otherwise I would not be able to get the guns down on target, I think. Engine damaged, funnel destroyed, flooding. Damage to the main gun? Excuse me. Is that your doing? They've only done 371 damage? With 222 hits? To be fair, this is not a small Japanese battleship. This is 107,000 tons, almost 108,000. Their 20-inch guns have essentially a guarantee to hit. 100% chance to hit. And they have hit me a good amount of times as well. They have hit me every single time that they fired. 231 shots, 231 hits. Just the amount of damage that they do is laughable. How much pen do you guys have? Wait. What are you firing? Super heavy shells? With maximum AP for your main ammo? Okay, good. And what type of shell do you have? Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Shell size, propellant. Does it even say? Yeah, here. No, it's propellant. Never mind. I thought you could see with your ship as well as with theirs what type of... Yeah, AP shells, capitalistic one. There. AP shells. Standard. Normally a 20-inch shell can pen essentially anything and everything. And to be fair to the Japanese, they are penning. They are dealing damage. They are penning the superstructure, the aft tower, the main tower. It's just not good enough. Could you please get out of my way before I roll over you? Because I'm not changing direction with this ship. Thank you. You too. I don't have time for your nonsense. Thank you. Anybody else in the way? No. Oh right, they still got the battlecruiser. They too have a guarantee to hit. They have hit every single shot that they fired. But I don't think they carry enough ammunition to actually kill me. Boom. Dead. Next. Hamanami. Boom. Flooding. More flooding. Lots of flooding. 67, 64. That ought to do it. So that leaves 2 survivors. The Akoma and the Minami. Yeah, you're gone. Okay. Give me AP on that. HE on the secondaries. And just start spewing 6-inch guns at them. Whoa. Oh, that's the destroyer? I thought that was the battleship. No, it's the destroyer. And the battleship is taking some damage. A few bulkheads though, that's a mistake. 1,700 sailors on that thing. I have lost about 3,000 crew members at this stage, which is a small village. But a ship this size probably has more facilities aboard. I mean, it's a city. It's more than a city. Wow, ricochets? Flooding? Oh no. Buoyancy has dropped 1%. Which, for a ship this size, meant we probably took on tens of thousands of liters of water. The ship is still stuttering a bit with everything that I'm throwing at it. Hold on, we're struggling to pen this ship. Go with HE. HE ought to do it. Just overwhelm their damage control. Switch to the Minami first, and we'll deal with the Akoma after. I wonder if this thing also has its own greenhouses aboard or something, because how else are you going to resupply something that has 280,000 sailors aboard? I mean, this thing doesn't get resupplied at a dock, it resupplies the dock. This is what you send to somewhere to resupply it. It won't get there quick. It'll get there eventually, but you can just resupply it. Why are we not hitting? Auto selector. Yeah, AP, HE for the 8-inch. Our accuracy is leaving a bit to be desired. Damage and stability on my ship is only minus 5%. After having lost more than half the ship. It's impressive. We've been hit over 5,000 times. For a mere 1,700 damage. Oh no. At this point though, I feel like we're not really doing that much damage to it anymore. Mostly because we seem to be not hitting the Minami. I have a pretty good chance to pen, I just don't hit them. Why? Conning tower's been damaged, that's not helpful. Target fast speed's not helpful. Damage and stability is going up to about 8.5%. Well, aside from that, there's a smoke obstruction. Oh, you mean my smoke obstruction? Yeah, I think that's the smoke from my own ship. I mean, this is the smoke plume that it's putting up. So, maybe that's causing some obstruction. Jesus, the ship is on fire. Pretty badly as well. What the hell? How are you blocking everything? What sort of heavy battlecruiser are you? 15 inches of main belt? On a battlecruiser? Okay. Even the main guns have decided to fire HE at it. What the hell? Ship is still about 11 kilometers out. At this rate, they're gonna do it. They will destroy the American donut. That's impressive. That's there we go. That's really impressive they pulled this off. 22% structural. Fire is taking hold of the ship. And is starting to add up. The ship is almost out of ammo. So is the Akoma. No, actually, no. The Akoma still has lots and lots of ammo left for the AP guns. Or AP shells. We're 18%. Ignore the battlecruiser, switch to the Akoma. Secondaries on the battlecruiser. Please, eliminate the Akoma before this thing dies. Because it's a pretty sizable investment at 3.7 billion. It's a bit of an expensive ship. Mobility is not great, at less than a knot. 14% structural integrity. I think I'm gonna be dead here. This is why you do not put all your donuts in one basket, or in one American, by the way. You just end up with a really fat ship that doesn't go anywhere and takes a ton of damage. Not easily. I mean, it's gonna take them probably 7, maybe 8,000 hits to do this ship in. But they will get it done. And I thought that we're gonna see the requirement of a ship twice, or sorry, a fleet twice, or maybe 3 times this size in order to do it. But no. No. It seems like these ships are good enough. Just, they need time. Considering the price of these... See, this is not a cheap battleship, under any stretch of the imagination. It's 717 million. But this thing is a bit pricier. Although, I'm actually quite surprised. Like, I am... If we go roughly, I'm about 9 times heavier. Right? But I'm not 9 times more expensive. I'm about 5 times more expensive. With this ship. Probably because I skimped a lot on the engines. At this point, I think the ship might be faster if we just go out and push or row, but... I think having an engine that's designed to do more than this is not going to do any wonders for the price of the ship. Oh, we're down to 5%! No! Structural integrity is falling way faster than buoyancy. Partial pen. Yeah, we're going into the 6,200 hits territory. How are my secondaries? Still firing. Have they done any reasonable amount of damage? 12,000. Meh, not bad. 21,000 for the 16s. 5,000 for the 8s. But then again, there aren't that many 8s that are firing. 3%? Now, essentially, I did do 10 times more damage than I took. But I don't think the platform quite warrants the loss of life that we're about to experience on this ship. Because it might be not terribly difficult to replace a ship 3.7 million worth. Oh, sorry, 3.7 billion. But replacing almost 300,000 sailors? Yeah, no. Just a small generation dying aboard this ship. 2%? No! I would love to show you the sinking animation of this ship, but it'll not work because I don't have a second one. But I am amazed at taking 810 20-inch shells and not being dead yet. 810 20-inch shells. 900 15-inch shells. 1,800 8-inch shells. And 83 torpedoes. And we're still kicking. sort of, because everything's getting blocked, but we're still kind of kicking. Half a % of structural integrity left. Yeah, we're pretty much done for. 0.2. Come on. I'm not even going to be able to sink this battleship here. Because this thing used to be a stable platform. No! But it isn't one anymore. It's not even registered as being underwater. Okay. Yeah, loss of life was pretty severe. I think recovering from this is going to be a bit of a problem. But that's why I don't do this shit in the campaign. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't really have any further ideas for crazy designs. Please don't suggest 1000 beam, 1000 draft, because it does not work. 450 was about as much as I could get it, and that was pushing it. If you have any good ideas for more ultimate abnormal dreadnoughts, by all means, let me know down below in the comment section. Hope you've enjoyed it. If it gave you a laugh, hit the like button, and I will be very grateful. And if you want to support me further, then the Patreon link down below would really help me out as well. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you soon for more.